Hello, my name is Mark Bergfeld and I'm the Director of Property Services and Unicare at the European Trade Union Federation, Uni Europa. Uni Europa represents more than 7 million services workers across the European continent, ranging from retail worker to workers in media, arts and entertainment, to IT workers, to cleaners, security guards, private care workers, as well as a host of other workers who make this economy run. As Uni Europa, we are committed to advancing collective bargaining for all workers across the European continent. As part of this effort of advancing collective bargaining, we have been at the forefront for advocating for collective bargaining for solo self-employed workers across the European Union. There are more than 24 million solo self-employed workers across the European Union. And these workers are often people who actually have one client, who maybe two clients, and are actually dependent on that type of work. And many multinational companies or other companies try to outsource their work to these workers in order to circumvent social protection, in order to circumvent existing collective agreements. And so we have been at the front and center of the efforts to ensure that their labor is taken out of competition and that they can work in dignity and have a collective agreement like all the other workers in our European economy. The European Union's commitment to raising collective bargaining and providing for adequate minimum wages is a step in the right direction. By putting the threshold for 80% of collective bargaining coverage across our European economies, Europe is finally again becoming social. Your conference and your project, the Mutuus project, works into the same direction as we have been working over the last couple of years. By demanding social protection for all self-employed workers across the European continent, as well as for the liberal professions, we have an immense overlap and joint interest. Ultimately, social protection is the backbone of what makes Europe social. At the moment, we're seeing how in France, the Macron government wants to increase the working age for people, and we see that many of those who have been self-employed throughout their lifetimes actually will fall through the net. We also see how women, particularly those who have fragmented careers, also continuously fall through the net. So it is in that sense that your Mutuus project makes such an important contribution to EU policymaking, to the trade union agenda on social protection, as well as on delivering project results which ultimately can be fed back into the social dialogue at the EU level. I myself coordinate 3 sectoral social dialogues in cleaning, private security, as well as in the care sector. And in these sectors we see as well that companies continuously use self-employed status of workers, bogus self-employment, in order to circumvent and not pay adequate social protection. And it is precisely these workers who are dependent on strong social protection systems. Our economies are not any longer those of the 1950s and 1960s, where there were workers and employees. The lines have become very much blurred, and it is in that sense that the Mutuus project looks forward to developing a system of social protection that is fit for the 21st century. Thank you to all the colleagues involved, and I hope to see you soon in person. Have a good day.